Hey everybody, welcome to your timeless pick a card reading, manifesting money messages from the abundance angels. So if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It's so good to see you. If you're new here, my name is Stella Wilde. It's all about giving you the intuitive information you need to manifest your wildest dreams. And if you like this manifesting money video, please be sure to check out my monthly readings for money, career, and business that I publish every month here on the YouTube channel. So of course, this is a timeless video and it is relevant and applicable for whenever you watch it. I will be presenting you with 5 different piles. Just, use your soft sight, use your intuition to tune into which pile is calling to you. And then we'll get into it. In the description below are the timestamps for the different piles. Okay, so our first pile is the amber golden yellow stone. Our second pile is the dark blue. Our third pile is the green sea glass. Our fourth pile is the light purple pink. And the fifth pile is the dark purple. So take a moment to tune in with your intuition, and then we'll get started. All right, let's see what we have for pile 1. This is the golden yellow stone. All right, let's see what the angels have to say. Oh, we have moonlighting. Very nice. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Okay, beautiful. Let's see the energies we have. The High Priestess, the 7 of Coins, the 8 of Cups. Wow, this is interesting. The 9 of Coins, nice. And the King of Cups. Okay, and a 6 of Cups. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay. So I pulled one extra tarot as kind of a wild card factor to add, extra information and also to see if any energy would repeat. So we'll set this one aside for the moment. But, when I do a 5-card pull like this, the energy in the middle is like the linchpin energy for me. So it's kind of like really driving the whole kit and caboodle here, so to speak. So this 8 of Cups in this particular deck is the waving goodbye and waving hello. Which one is he doing? So it seems to be from this moonlighting is that you indeed would like to wave goodbye to one thing so you can do another. This is such an interesting reading. So the 2 of the High Priestess here is of course about keeping something secret. I like to say she has a secret up her sleeve. So if you've already started moonlighting, it's time to not tell people about it. If you're thinking about doing it, do not talk about your plans with other people. All right? This is about seriously. Here it is. She's in the moonlight, right? This is the moonlighting card. Keeping it on the down low. It is not time to be sharing it. There will be time to share it after you fully launch it and you're independent financially from having to work to, a full-time job and a part-time job. Or your side hustle. Yes, but not right now. So secrecy is very important with this High Priestess card. And I know sometimes we get excited. We want to talk about what we're doing, but you really cannot talk about this with anybody. Maybe your BFF, but as long as they don't work where you work right now, you've got to keep it on the down low. Now, what's the motivation here? Like, why is this going on, this 7 of Coins? Because this 7 of Coins can be, I'm only 70% happy at what I'm doing right now. Maybe I don't like my pay. I don't like my hours or both. It's okay. I like kind of what I'm doing, but it's not giving me the full satisfaction. It may also not be giving me the full paycheck. That's the other possibility here. The 7 of Coins for me is very much about you have marketable skills. You already were capable, because the money tree is here, you were capable of growing your skills into something, but now you would like to grow your skills to the higher level. All right. So, and also your income to the higher level. That's why I'm saying it's like a 70% satisfaction, But if you've already started moonlighting, this does suggest that money has started to come in. There's a coin in her basket, or maybe it will very soon. To keep at it. It takes time to build a business. It does not happen. I know everybody wants everything quick. Everybody wants things to happen overnight. And it takes time. So, this suggests to me that, again, you have the skills, you know how to monetize yourself, and you can start making some money. So there's no time like the present. Get going. All right. Now, again, what is a motivation here? So the ultimate goal is to leave behind something that emotionally and perhaps also financially is not satisfying anymore. We have the independence card here with the 9 of coins, which of course is about the woman who can take care of herself. She has found her personal paradise and she built it herself. She monetized it herself. She financed it herself. So this is gorgeous. So when you leave, you should be able to support yourself fully. If you cannot do that, then it's not the time to leave. And I say this a lot to people. Do not leave a full-time job that's actually paying your bills until you have something else lined up that can fully support you, including if it's your own business. I mean, times are very strange right now. It's not a good idea to leave something until you really have something else lined up and until your business can fully support you. So this 9 of coins bodes very well, though, for that to happen, because it also shows, again, we go from the 7 to the 9, that if you just keep at it, you will get there. You have the skills, you have the capabilities. And with the King of Cups here, you also have the emotional drive to do this for yourself. Now, this could also be a time marker as well. This could be a time marker for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces season. This may also be one of those individuals who might be important to your moonlighting situation. This is also about using your intuition, and we have that as well with this moonlighting card, the High Priestess. So, we go from having to keep something quiet to being able to announce something and to be happy about announcing it. But also use your intuition to know what to create for your business. Keep it on the down low and continue to refine and hone your intuitive abilities in terms of what you're doing and how you're doing it for this particular moonlighting business. Again, the King of Cups is about having the passion, having the emotional excitement to do this particular thing. It's being very on point about it emotionally. Like, it gets you happy. It gets you excited. So, and if something does not feel intuitively aligned for you with this moonlighting business, then it's not for you. All right. So people forget that it's not just about the money. Yes, money is important. But a lot of it, manifesting money, has to do with how we feel. So this is saying to me, if something is not helping you feel good and positive and independent and excited, then it's not right for you. So for an example, if you are trying to get clients or whatever, and you are settling for clients who are a pain in the butt or demand a lot from you or try to bust boundaries all the time, then that's not, and they make you feel bad. That is not right for you. This is about joyful excitement and that's how the prosperity comes. And that's also evident in this 6 of Cups card, which is a very sweet, innocent, joyful energy. This also suggests to me that whatever you're starting for your moonlighting, really think back to things that you did when you were younger that made you happy, where you just got into the flow of something and you lost all sense of time. And again, this is about joy and innocence and lightness and play. This should feel, whatever you're doing for your moonlighting with these energies that are here, should feel like play for you. Should feel like it's not a drag. You already have a drag going on in your life. You don't want a drag for your own business. So that's very important to keep in mind. Some of you, the business may have something to do with children in some way. That's possible. But again, that may not be applicable to everybody. But the 6 of Cups with this King of Cups also, and this here, the joyful excitement of doing something for yourself and being totally independent and free. That's the energy to tap into. And when the time is right, which could be in one of the water sign seasons, you will wave goodbye and you will wave hello to your new exciting destiny. All right, we're going to look at the light blue or dark blue, whatever color blue this is, blue pile. Let's see what we have here. We have employment change. Interesting. Okay. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Wow. And the blue even matches. Wow, that's interesting. All right, let's see our cards here. We have the Page of Cups, the Sun card, the Eight of Wands. Wow. The Five of Wands, the Hanging Man, and the Death card. Wow. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay. So when I do a 5-card pull like this, the energy in the middle is my linchpin energy. It's kind of like driving the whole situation. And then this I pulled extra to see if any energies would repeat, and also as kind of, informer of these energies. So, wow, we have the Page of Cups, which is, of course, good emotional news. It's also associated with Pisces and also with creativity. So we'll come back to this energy. So we are looking at employment change. So we have the Sun card, which is, of course, Leo energy. We have the Eight of Wands, which is more Leo. I look at the Eight of Wands as Leo because it's, of course, fire energy in the eighth month, which is Leo. Then we have the Five of Wands in the middle, the Hangman, right? More Pisces energy here, and also the Death card, Pluto, Scorpio. So, wow, we have 3 major arcanas here, Sun, Hanging, and Death. Wow. Okay, but look at what's in the middle is this Five of Wands. If you want this change to happen, trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new, which is what we have over here, which is interesting. There's something here about an internal struggle. That's what the Five of Wands can be. Now, what's interesting in this deck, it almost looks to me like it almost looks like a ladder that they were trying to build, and it's all messed up. So if you, again, want to climb the ladder of success, right? That's kind of what this is saying here. Right? Your career path is leading you in a higher direction, which to me looks kind of like the ladder of success here, right? There's something you have to get right with yourself. There is an internal struggle. Now, the internal struggle can just be, I don't want to change. I mean, who does really? Especially if you got a lot of fixed energy, which is what these two are, Leo and Scorpio. If you have a lot of fixed energy in your chart, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, change can sometimes not be the thing you want to do. It's just, I got a lot of fixed energy. All right. So it's like, you don't want to do it. So you want it, but you don't want to have to go through the change process. That's what I'm feeling here, because your heart does want the change. The Sun card is here. Your heart wants a happy, fast change. It's almost like you'd like to get past, like lightning fast, the actual part of the change. Like you wish you could just skip over that part and just be in the whole new thing. You don't want to have to go through the looking for the job process or the interview process or the training process, getting to know new people process, like all of that baloney. Like you don't want to do that. You would just like to hit that fast forward button, which is this Eight of Wands. And maybe that's why we're having the internal struggle. There is a process to go through. Okay, so if you would like this to manifest more quickly, there's something about your own resistance to change and how it might happen that you need to look at. All right? So as we say here, you're going actually in a higher direction. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. So we have a situation here, excuse me, of the Hangman, which can be about that this change has been long overdue. And it's perhaps been thwarted by been thwarted because you have been having this internal struggle over the actual change process. But it's kept you in limbo. And again, this is what's in the heart of the situation. So it's your own indecision. It's your own spin in your wheels. It's your own back and forth. Once you choose to follow your heart, which is the Sun card here, you will rapidly, 8 of Wands here, manifest the change that you want. This is up to you, 100%. I mean, as it says here, the universe is standing ready to support you. All right, but there is going to be a big change if you want it. The change would like to come in for you. The Death card is here, a permanent change. So this is what has to get sorted out. All right. So now it may help to see your situation from a different perspective, right? Because that is also what the Hangman is. So again, what are you keeping yourself from? You're keeping yourself from the next level of success, the next level of income, etc. Is that worth it? Is safety worth it? Because every change is, the unknown. And that can be scary for people. But also staying in this place is you're just in the same limbo land. So this is the thing to really figure out. Now, we have the Page of Cups here, which is beautiful energy, which is good news, which I feel is if you put yourself out there, again, the universe will welcome this with good news, with some sort of opportunity for you to also expand and grow emotionally. Notice, we don't even have any pentacles going on here. It's really about how you're feeling in your heart and opening up to new possibilities. The other thing too is this Page of Cups here, tied in with the Sun card, there really could be some good news about recognition, allowing yourself to shine in whatever your particular field is. So I would also ask myself with these particular energies, because this is almost acting a little bit like a block. Am I afraid to let myself shine? Am I afraid to let myself be known, to be seen, to be famous, even if that's part of your destiny, which it might be. Everybody has a different destiny. Is there something that I am afraid of in terms of this change? All right. So good news wants to come. A change wants to come. The universe is supporting you. Please ask yourself these questions. Look and see, where am I, kind of maybe working at cross purposes to myself. How can I look at my situation as to the opportunities that will come for me and get over any temporary discomfort? Because this can't be too comfortable here, right? This type of position you're in. It's not comfortable. And there are no guarantees in life. You're thinking maybe I'm safer if I just stay where I am. Are you really though? Because as I said, your heart does want to change. Your heart wants something new. Something that's going to give you more passion and excitement with your career, with your job. So now, with this water sign energy showing up, it can be that the good news will come in a water sign season. So it could come in Cancer season, Scorpio season, or Pisces season. Okay, so, and we do have Scorpio here. But again, it's a timeless reading, so apply it to your situation. I do feel like you can manifest this very quickly, though, with this 8 of Wands. It's really about shifting out of this 5 of Wands energy. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the green sea glass. Let's see what we have for that. What is this? Organize for success. All right. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the Three of Swords, the World in the middle, the Star, and the Empress. Wow, look at these major arcana showing up. Organized for success. I pulled this extra as kind of a wild card to see to influence the energies that we have. Okay. So the card in the middle for me is like the linchpin energy. Look at these major arcana showing up over here. Okay. This is very interesting energy. Very interesting. This is a little deep, I have to say. Okay, so organize for success. Don't let it intimidate you. It's a way to ensure clarity of purpose. Helps you know and plan your next action steps. Okay, so there are some new things that you want to nurture in your life, particularly regarding your career with this Star card here. All right, the World, the linchpin energy in the middle here is suggesting that something does need to get wrapped up and something new does need to begin. But this can also be that you've got to let go of stuff. So it's not just about organizing. It can also be about getting rid of things that you don't need in your life anymore for this new path that you're on. Okay, now, this is what I find interesting about this energy. This right here. This Six of Cups and this Three of Swords. Now, I'm going to read this a couple different ways. It's just you have to apply the energy to your personal situation. Now, you could have recently become a parent and you could have let some organizational routines slide and it's been really bothering you, okay? Because maybe you have typically been a very organized person. But you know, when we have kids in our lives, when we have family, pets, you know, all these things going on, it can be very difficult to keep order. So that's one possibility here with this energy. And with the Three of Swords here, it's been problematic to you. It causes you frustration, heartache. You don't like things all disorganized, but life kind of happened. And, you know, now another way to look at this also is that there could be something that goes back to your childhood in terms of organization, messiness, just disorder. Okay, maybe hoarding even. I mean, it just depends. I know this is not a decluttering card. It's more organizing card. But to get organized, a lot of times you have to get rid of a lot of the stuff that is around you. So again, you can streamline and be clear. So there is something here where it is possible that you could have been labeled disorganized. You know, these labels that get put on us from when we were children really can stick, and they may not even be true. It was just other people's perceptions. You know, it's the type of thing where you might be a pile person. Or you know what I'm saying? Like you have all these piles, but you know exactly what's in all those piles. Other people look at it and they're like, what the hell is that? All that mess on her desk, right? But you know exactly where everything is. Is it the best system? Maybe not. You could probably do with some organization for success. Put them in folders, color code, label. Like that would probably be better, right? Than just piles on your desk. All right. So there could be some sort of label left over from childhood. You're disorganized, but you're really not. You just have a different system. But maybe there could be a better system for you. But it's about getting rid of that label that you're somehow disorganized and, you know, a failure. This is the other thing with these energies. There could have been something where because your methods of organization or your lack of organization, there might be some rebellion going on from childhood. Like, you know, if it was a punishment to clean your room, like, and then you rebelled, you didn't want to do it, or you deliberately kept your room messy as a sort of passive-aggressive way to tell your parent or caretaker or whatever, you know, so what? I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. You know, there's so many complex possibilities with these two energies. But this is something that is, I think, for many of you probably watching, something left over from a long time ago. And it perhaps has become some sort of badge of identity that isn't really necessary to carry anymore. Which is why we have the World card here, which, as I said, is about endings and letting go. And let's not forget the main purpose of our reading here is organized for success. And that's what we have over here. So, you know, but there could be something left over in terms of the environment, you know, that you have created around yourself, or even some sort of beliefs you've taken into your heart about yourself, especially if you kind of grew up as a messy kid, you know, that, you know, is keeping you from rightful success. So, and what's interesting is our energy here, which is the Knight of Cups, which is about making some sort of emotional change. This can also be about asking for help, getting help from somebody riding to your rescue, you know, hiring somebody, asking a friend to help you get yourself, your systems, your paperwork, etc. organized. All right. So don't be afraid to reach out, Knight of Cups, and ask for that assistance. Okay? Organizing your thoughts also. You know, what you're thinking of yourself, your self-definition in relationship to this idea. Your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances to help you plan your next action steps. There is something here about the next level of your career that's going to require you, look at these major arcanas, to be organized. You're not going to be able to wing it anymore. You may have been winging it up to this point, or you may have been, again, the pile person, and that's been fine up to this point. But now, stuff's getting serious. It's getting real. All right? So, you got to wrap up this cycle of, I don't know where everything is, because also you lose time that way when you can't find things. Because we have the star here, which is, of course, some new destiny, your star rising high and bright, success coming, and we have the Empress, which is about love and money, success, nurturing your career instead of wasting a lot of time looking for things, etc. So this is money card. So if you want to manifest more money, it is time, and more success with your career, it is time to let go of old cycles, old stuff, things you don't need, and get yourself together. Okay? So these are gorgeous, gorgeous energies here. But it could be also that the next level, like I said, of success that's coming to you is not going to be amenable to being a messy Bessie. You're not going to be able to do it. So if you want that success, if you want your star to rise high, if you want to nurture more opportunities, have more time for yourself to work on your business, work on career, work on things that are important to you, get yourself out in the world. This is another card of success as well. Then this situation has got to be dealt with. This can even be something with your kids as well. Like I said earlier, maybe you need to bite the bullet, and you've been avoiding it, deal with your kids and get the systems, get the help, get the whatever you need to get them organized as well, because we have mother energy here. So it could be that you're trying to get your own self organized and all the kids, and it could just be mayhem. So organize for success. What are the systems, the things you need to get that done? Wrap up old cycles. And really, if this energy applies to you from something from a long time ago where you got in bad habits, maybe as a form of rebellion, look at that energy. Release it. It's not serving you. All right. This next pile is this beautiful purpley pink color. Let's see what we have here. What do we have? Detox your friendships. Oh, interesting. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Interesting. Okay, let's see what we have here. Page of Pentacles, Chariot, Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands, And the Ace of Coins. Okay. Wow. Very interesting. Detox your friendships. That is very clearly here, isn't it? All right, let's look at this card one more time. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. Yeah, look at what's in the middle. You know, the card in the middle for me is always like this linchpin energy that's kind of driving the whole reading. And you got the Nine of Wands, which is exhaustion. There is somebody around you or somebodies that are exhausting you. And not just like mentally, but also physically. And here's like a way to figure out who are these people you've got to detox. You probably already know, but in case you're a little unclear about it, anytime you find yourself getting sleepy around somebody, yawning a lot, after you leave them, you feel just so tired, like you need to go take a nap or you need to drink a cup of coffee to kind of perk yourself up or something like that. Hello, that is a sign that you're dealing most probably with some sort of toxic friendship. And that's what we have right in the middle. It's exhausting to be with these people. All right, be discerning. These people are affecting your abundance flow. Oh, hell no. Okay, so we don't want, nobody's affecting our abundance flow. All right, so be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. I feel like that's part of this Chariot energy also, right? So this Chariot is success, moving forward. This is somebody who's confident, they got it together, they're excited about the path they're on. You want people who are on your same level, because notice she's up a little higher. She's in control. She's up in the Chariot. Everybody can see her. So I look at this as having people who are on your level, the same level of success. Okay. Now, however, this is also indicative for me of you do need to move on away from these people that are causing this Nine of Wands in the heart of the reading. There may be somebody around you, because again, you could already have a certain level of success with the Chariot here. And there could be people around you who are jealous of that success. And maybe they don't even realize they're jealous of it. I mean, that's possible. We don't have any ill-intention cards here. There's nothing like they're like a frenemy or anything like that. But it could be that, you know, they are jealous in the sense that they can't do it themselves. So they try to ride your coattails or drag on your energy or ask you for things all the time. It's like, I almost have a energy here of, you know, if you want something done, ask a busy person to do it. Like they need to mind their own business, take care of their own thing. There's something about, you know, also kind of latching onto your energy and maybe trying to use it to boost up themselves. So they may also need, I'm feeling, because we have a Page of Pentacles here, they may need a lot of reassurance about what they can do, their value, like constant reassurance. They may act kind of like a needy child with this Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles, I read Pentacles as self-esteem. So they may not feel very good about themselves. And again, here you are in the Chariot and they're only a page. They're like over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they may, on the one hand, they see you as an inspiration, but on the other hand, there's this other, I feel, program kind of running them, which is they're very needy like children. They want to pick your brain. They want your time and attention. They want you to do things for them. And it could be, again, something unconscious, subconscious, maybe slightly passive aggressive. They may not be aware of it, where again, they ask you for these things and maybe you have been supporting them and trying to help them, but they don't really want to change. They just want to kind of use your energy. And it's the type of thing also I feel here that you may make suggestions. This is why I think we have this Nine of Wands here. You may make suggestions to help them try to improve their lives. Because like I said, you're here as the Chariot. And they don't do anything, or they do very little because the Page is here, or they do it, but they complain. It's too hard. I can't do it. Can you help me? All right. So again, your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. They're not on your level. Now we have the Seven of Wands next to the Seven, which is the Chariot. Sevens are often about spiritual mission, spiritual journey. So there is a spiritual lesson here for you about this. And this is, to me, about, again, reclaiming your time, setting your boundaries, and being willing to defend your boundaries. Because you could have just been too nice. That's possible. You know, again, it's a friendship. You were trying to help somebody. But that's not what it is anymore. It's a Nine of Wands situation. So, you know, they're kind of coming at you. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you help me? And you've got to say no. So learning how to say no is going to be a part of this spiritual journey that you're on. Two number sevens here, often about, like I said, spiritual journey, introspection. And sometimes sevens can be a little bit about being also alone. All right. So there may be a situation where you're going to have to be alone for a little while, depending on, you know, your personal situation, how many friends you have, how many you decide that, you know, you don't really want to hang out with anymore. I mean, there could be up to 7 to 9 people in your, again, depending on your situation, around you that really are not good for you. To varying degrees and maybe various levels of friendship. Not everybody's a BFF, of course. It can just be acquaintances. But, you know, there's something here. There's something here where the remedy for this situation is to find people who are more on your level. All right. Now, the Knight of Wands is here, which is interesting. I think you're going to be very surprised as soon as you start enforcing your boundaries with some of these people. You're going to be very surprised at how quickly they don't even bother with you anymore. Because they were just there to teach you boundaries, and also they were just there to see what kind of goodies they could get in hanging out with you. And again, I don't feel it's deliberate. You know, I don't want to ascribe any bad motives, but, you know, they're going to move on to somebody else who's going to give them attention. And I think they're going to move on very quickly. Now, another way I'm going to look at this too is that your energy levels, because it's a wand here, are going to improve dramatically once you get rid of these people and or put up this boundary, because this Knight is coming after this Nine of Wands. So you're going to get your energy back. It's going to amaze you at how quickly Knight of Wands, it comes back. And then look what we have here, a gorgeous Ace of Coins, which is about having the energy to plant new seeds, to grow something new for yourself, for your career, for your business, prosperity beginning. Because remember, this card was your abundance flow is being affected by the people around you. So once you get this situation straightened out and take charge of it, the abundance can start flowing again. And with this ace, you could see some sort of very quick, dramatic new beginning in terms of your finances. So as it says here, choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. That's what you need in your life. You've been doing that for everybody else, but not everybody has been appreciative, worthy, etc. of it. It's time they need to grow up. This is this other thing. They need to grow up a little bit. You're not helping them by still enabling them in a certain way. All right, let them grow up. You got other things you need to be doing. There's good opportunities coming for you. All right, let's see. We have this beautiful dark purple. Let's see. Let's see what we have. What is this? Block out distractions. Okay. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Wow. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, we have a King of Pentacles. Another King of Pentacles. Wow. Interesting. I like when energy repeats like that. Ace of Wands. Wow. Strength. Knight of Cups. And the Five of Coins. Okay. Wow. This is interesting. Okay, so your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. Take charge of your schedule and working environment by kind of, detoxing from electronics and social media, things like that. No distractions. All right. And you know what these are. You have the ability to block them out. Interesting that we have two kings of coins here. And of course, this king of coin energy, king of pentacles, is very solid. This is fixed Taurus. Well, it could also be Capricorn or Virgo, but because it has the bull in here, I always think of it first as Taurus. So, this is fixed energy. This is solid energy. This is immovable energy. This is energy that can zero in and focus and concentrate. It's not all over the place. It's solid. It's earth. It's grounded. So two kings showing up says to me that, of course, because the kings are the highest in the minor arcana, that if you really want to manifest the next level of prosperity for yourself, because one of the kings are showing up, then you got to do this. This is such a strong affirming message. You've got to block out distractions. You have got to be relentless in your focus on your money life, on your stability, on what is at hand for you to focus on right now. This Ace of Wands is here. So it is about that laser focus in terms of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it. One thing at a time, but also very organized, very structured, laser focus. And, hanging in there until it's finished. Not doing something for 5 minutes and then go running off and checking, social media. No. Okay, this is about, I am going to zero in my energy, the Ace of Wands. Then we have the Strength. So there is something here. Of course, this is Leo energy. This is the linchpin energy in the middle of the whole reading. There is something here about patient focus. You have some project. Either it's one project, it could be two, because there's two kings showing up here, depending on your situation. You have some sort of major project or two projects that are requiring your undivided attention right now. And they have the potential to really blossom into something amazing. Because this is our wild card here, the King of Pentacles. So it is about the patience, the perseverance. This is more fixed energy with Leo. About making the emotional commitment to yourself to stay the course, to stay focused again, and to dig in and get it done. All right? Now, it's interesting that the Five of Coins is here, because this, of course, can be like, okay, where's the money? You have a choice here. You can either end up with your hand out and nothing's coming in, because these coins are not landing in that palm. These coins are over here, one's down there. You missed this coin, it went right by you. All right? You could have the choice of either no coins or lots of coins. But the key to manifesting the lots of coins is to not allow yourself to be distracted. All right? So again, that's, we have that right here. All right. Take charge of your schedule and a working environment. So there may be something around you also with this Knight of Cups here to change in your environment to make it more pleasing for yourself. So, and with the heart energy in the middle here, maybe you don't have a quiet space as an example. And you need to do that. Maybe you don't have the right desk. Maybe you don't have the right chair. Whatever it might be, so that, your back is hurting all the time. You got to get up every 5 minutes, right? So whatever it is, you have got to look at every possibility here to, get the right emotional conditions for you to have that focus. Now, it is possible, since we had two Kings of Pentacles here, that an earth sign in your life may be causing a distraction. So a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn possibly, it's a general reading, possibly could be causing some sort of distraction in your life, especially because we have this Ace of Wands next to it here. So it is possible, especially if you're involved with them in a romantic sense, that they could be very demanding. The Ace of Wands here. This could even be some new relationship you're in with them. And it's very, very demanding, if you get my drift. Okay. It's like you want to be with them, you want to hang out, you want to enjoy. But it's actually serving as a distraction right now. It's an enjoyable distraction, perhaps, but could be a distraction. If that's not the case for you, it could just be King of Pentacles, could be a father figure, also could be very demanding. They maybe, again, through no fault of their own, could be elderly, something like that. Somebody could have some sort of health issue, and that causes a drain on your time and energy, and you're trying to help them. But again, eliminate the distraction, block it out as best you can. Can you do it through perhaps making a change where you have help come in, if that's possible, for a few hours every week, so you have time, a block of time to work on your project, whatever this is, whatever your priority is that needs your undivided attention. So, that's possible as well. But there has to be, where there's a will, there's a way. Exactly, with this Ace of Wands and this Strength card. You can find the answer of whatever you need to block out the distraction and get to your pentacles. But this can't just be like, oh, I can't make the change, I can't do it, it's too hard. Okay, that's your choice. But, then you're just going to end up over here. All right. So there is something with the Knight of Cups here, some sort of emotional change that you have to get on board with as well. And, we know that it can be very hard. We get in these habits, and it can be very hard sometimes to shift them. And what is that with the social media when you get likes and different things? And it's like, it's not adrenaline, but there's some sort of word for it about you get addicted to, oh, did they like my thing yet? Or, oh, like you're checking it every 5 minutes. It's like that type of thing. It's been documented. So, there's stuff like that. But again, that's not real. What's real is what's in your heart that you want to manifest. What's real is your time and attention that you can devote to this. And what's real is double King of Pentacles here. So, the likes on social media, even this Knight of Cups, oh, everybody likes me, whatever the distractions are. Or, oh, I got to put aside my priorities because this person's asking me to do X, Y, Z. Well, can you do it later? Or can you, reschedule or something like that? There is something here about absolutely taking charge of the practical things in your life, like your time, like your schedule, like your energy, the Strength card in the middle. We only have so much. Even you might be the strongest person on the planet. We only do have so much time and energy. So there is something here, absolutely, about the blocking out of the distractions. You already know what they are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Notice the key word, responsibly block them out. So, and that's the Strength in the middle. You can say, if this person, you really care about them, you know what? I really care about you. I would like to help you with X, Y, Z. But first, Ace of Wands, I've got to take care of me and what I need to do right now, because I have a big project I'm trying to manifest. And I want to build it to its ultimate fruition and not have it fall short. So you got this. So thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure to do your pick a card reading. I wish you all the best. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.